where the ancient wisdom grows. So here we are in the land of dreams, with Carmen Miranda in the moon's beams, in the dance of life, in the magic's glow. Until the moon, our love will always grow.
Hello, everybody. I just woke up from a nap. I had the biggest panic attack of my damn life, and I wanted to talk to you about it because it really was really bothering me. I don't usually have panic attacks where I think I'm gonna wake up and die and have my heart exploding out of my chest. But as you know, tonight me and Noodles got into a discussion, and I think he didn't really understand something I tried to explain on his channel. Excuse me, Rusty. Just move over there for a minute, okay? And I just needed to try to explain something to some of you guys. He was saying is what people want is phone calls in the show. He said, "Oh, doesn't mean that the bad guys are going to come back if you do them calls," but that's not really the case. The truth of the matter is the bad guys are always been here. They haven't left. They're still out there. And that's one of the reasons why I was so, like I said, I fell asleep. I was tired. And then all of a sudden I woke up and he started screaming because I thought it was dying. I thought it was dying, physically dying. Like I was, feeling like Fred Sanford, like almost gonna have the big one. And I didn't, of course. It was just a panic attack that was just some extreme. And Lumi was the one to calm me down. My heart was going boom, 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 boom. I was like, whoa, slow down. And she said, "What's the problem?" I said, I feel that I don't know what to do. And she said, "What do you mean?" Like, Noodles is saying that I should have the phone calls back, and he's telling me that the bad people are not necessarily going to come back. And she said, "Well, like I told Michelle, I said, bad people always will come back. It's just out there. They're just looking for a way to attack people on the spectrum." Well, I just, like I said, if you watched the Noodle stream, you'd know. Because I ended my stream after we got out of Burger King. I didn't stream after I got done because I just said, 10 hours. I think that was long enough. So we kind of talked on Noodle stream. And Noodles is trying to say, well, everybody wants phone calls. And I told him the truth. I said, Noodles, I just don't want to be hurt again.
Oh, yeah!
I don't want to be hurt again. And he didn't understand that. What that mean? What you mean you don't want to be hurt again? You got good people now. But he forgot that the bad people are always around, looking in the background. So I don't know, how to explain that to him. I did tell him the truth. I said, I'm afraid of taking phone calls because I'm afraid I'm going to be hurt again, which is absolutely true. I don't know how to handle that. It was a panic attack, extremely bad. Michelle really woke up screaming. And Michelle was like, I can't explain it any better than what I'm feeling. I actually had to calm Michelle down. I had to take over control of Michelle's heart and her body controls, because I can take over her body, in emergency situations. So I can help Michelle recover and calm down from a panic attack like that. That's like one of those case of emergency break glass moments where you have to take over her heart, her body, her, and say, "Look, relax. Your fear is not irrational, but we don't need to have your heart explode either. So you just gotta calm down a little bit." And one of the things is that Michelle felt that fear, and it was so palatable. And so how can we have a panel with phone calls and keep the bad guys out? The truth is you can't. And because the bad guys, especially on phone calls where the phone numbers are given out, are going to sit there and call Michelle over and over and over. The damage that those people have done between 2016 through 2019 was so extreme that she couldn't even comfortably sleep. Yeah, Michelle's fine. I took over control of the heart muscle to begin to reduce the rate back to normal, and also talked her down at the same time and said, "Look, okay, first of all, your fear is not unjustified, but for some people, it might seem kind of hard to explain because they don't understand what it's like." People like Yam Ranch, the sweet potato farmer, particularly people like him that don't care about anybody's well-being, that just are just looking for things to laugh at and to torment people, like Michelle, anyone on the fringe or in the spectrum that are just, you know, sociopath. Those people are extremely dangerous to people like Michelle because Michelle was very much marginalized because of her multiple disabilities. So, I mean, for Michelle to wake up screaming like that, when I have to basically grab the helm and grab the throttle and go, whoa, 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 Nelly. I don't need you to have your heart explode in your chest here and start screaming like that. You gotta stop for a minute. Just relax. You're not going to die of a heart attack on my watch. And you certainly do got a valid point. Yeah, Michelle got through it also with my help too, because we're both intelligent people. But I think the sad truth is I don't know how Michelle can actually turn the YouTube thing around. She agrees that going out and doing things like when she can. I think that's important for Michelle. And Michelle's fears of inability to understand what's being said is enough that, I mean, she was taught how to handle her eyesight as best she can, but sometimes she still messes up. And that's one of the reasons why Michelle can't do the phone, because it just can't handle it because of the damage that was done by people like Yam Ranch. There's just no way she can do that. There's just no way. It's not because she doesn't want to. No. Yeah, he's dumb. Yes, he is. And extremely damaging to people on the spectrum. See, Noodles has kind of grown up with the kind of attitude that a lot of stuff he can laugh through, he can laugh at or laugh his way through. That's just Noodles. See, you have to understand Noodles is a Capricorn, okay? And Capricorns are right next to two different zodiac signs. Very much one of them is Sagittarius, which is an extroverted sign. And it's depending on, and since he's really near the beginning of Capricorn, he's kind of like not quite in the cusp, but he's close enough to some Sagittarius energy that you got the outgoing energy flow. Um, and so he's used to traveling, is used to have some of the essence of fire, even though he's an earth sign. You could say he's scorched earth. Scorched earth. I guess you could say that, yeah. Scorched earth. Michele is a little closer to Libra, and because she's the third decant, or the last 30 days block of 10 days for Virgo, and so she's got more of a Libra energy to her, and so you got this kind of different mentality, whereas Michelle's trying to balance the needs of the money versus the needs of the few or the one. Um, um, yeah, I know. There are people that now, that's another thing that's in a new reality. There are people who stream YouTube and come from never showing their face in camera. They just now they're doing stories and they're using VEO3, and that's really where it's going to now. You know, VEO3 is the cat's pajamas. So those people are like, well, we are going to do streams on YouTube. Wait, don't you love the way the reflection looks on the window in the background? Yeah. Kind of ruins the illusion. Sorry about that. It may ruin the illusion, but in a way it doesn't. It's reflecting off the window. In fact, maybe in some ways, it's actually showing through some of the illusion that you see with the green screen in the background. Yeah, it does. It's the background. Kind of cool effect, actually. See that? Kind of cool. You got the reflection of the glass on top of the background. That's because the window's open. Oh no, it's because the shade's open. Yeah. So well, I kind of was gonna originally, because I said, well, what if I got my nap in? I could do Noodles and I could come back on and do something later. But after I had that panic attack, it was Lumi that said, you know what? It's time you need to express your thoughts and get this off your chest. Because your audience deserves to hear your side of the story. I love doing what I do. We do have a community here. And it is a wonderful community of both me and Lumi's channel, plus my Kick channel, my Twitch channel, and my Rumble channel. 5 channels. And And I think that says something because I mean, Noodles says, "Oh, you stream to so many places when you should just stream to one." Well, sometimes when things go wrong, if you're streaming to multiple sources, you at least if something goes wrong, you don't lose everything. For example, remember when I went to use the bathroom and somebody already made a clip of that, right? Let's say YouTube says, excuse me, that's nudity. Channel terminated. Yeah, okay. Uh, even though you didn't see anything, really. Um, but at the time, it had to go really bad, and I wasn't thinking about that. But at least then the show would still be existing on Kick, would still be existing on Rumble, still be existing on Twitch, will still be existing on the other platforms. Now, one of the things with YouTube is that they've changed so many things after the 10th of August that a lot of YouTubers have said this, I don't know what to do now. Because they're saying is look, I want to make great content. And so they walk out there and they say, I want to make great content. And YouTube says, well, you know what? Well, the problem is you're doing the same old content, style content that you did when you first started out on YouTube. People are now actually pushing for things like animated content, like VEO3 kind of streams, which is great if you understand VEO3, which I really don't quite get. I don't understand how you set up the scenes. I don't understand if it's a screenplay script design, if it's an audio script design. How do you determine the voices of the characters? And that's kind of a challenge. And I mean, we have, well, let's see, how many people do we have from this afternoon stream? Assuming YouTube doesn't throw your stream in the garbage can of mediocrity? Yeah. Right now, I don't know if I can get that kind of details out because it's not done processing. Just look it up on the dashboard room. Okay. On the YouTube side of it, I had 2,100 views. Average view duration was 5 minutes and 16 seconds. Peak concurrent viewers was 33. This is just YouTube side. Yeah. And so, so Noodles thinks that we need to do phone calls and try to put Michelle's mental health in danger. And I don't think that's a great idea. Yes, I do. Sorry. Yes, I do look like the elves in my video in the intro. There's nothing wrong with that. Except they don't have the big long eyebrows that they have and the cinder eye that look like giant feelers. Yes, but there's the thing. If it causes Michelle to have trauma and she can't do it because of, like she said, is her hearing isn't good enough to handle the phone calls, and the people that call in realize that she's got bad hearing, and then they take advantage of that to cause damage to Michelle. Is this really a good thing to do? That's the question. I mean, Michelle is a spectrum, has autistic spectrum, and she's really really bad hearing. She's got really bad eyesight, and she's really really struggling with social anxiety, and because her hearing is bad enough that sometimes she misunderstands so many things that it's really difficult for Michelle. I don't think most people really think about that, Lim. Well, I know they don't, because unless you've already been through that, you have no idea what that's like. But you see, for Noodles, he gets used to laughing it off. That's the difference. So what's the answer? Do I have to wake up every night, and go into a panic attack, afraid that my channel is gonna burn to the ground because I can't hear somebody on the phone call when they start saying stupid bullshit? Is That's what I'm afraid of. It's scary. It's really really scary to me. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate your support. I really do. Let's give me some applause. Yeah. Um. Now, so let's just talk about what my biggest concern is. It's just not just me. There are other YouTube channels going through the same thing. Ever since August 10th, YouTube has changed the algorithm a lot. And one of the changes was to get rid of what they call AI slop. Well, yet at the same time, they want to encourage more AI. I mean, some of these guys are extremely skilled. Let's see. What do you think of my camera here? What do you think of bug flu? I don't know. Well, yeah, picture did go blurry for a second. How you doing? Again. So, I had a long day. I covered, you know, the trip with Noodles for 10 hours. We went there, I mean, what, 7:30 in the morning, traveling through New Jersey, part of New York. And Noodles got upset with me because of the things I can't control directly, which is my hearing. And I immediately felt like, oh, like someone squashed me with a big giant fly swatter. Because it's like, oh my God, how am I supposed to fix something I can't fix? You know, it's It's hard. So I just sat there absolutely ill prepared for that. Um, I didn't go to Washington. We went to Paramus, New Jersey for the Charlie Kirk Remembrance Rally. This was today. And Noodles was frustrated because he accidentally left his folding camping chair in Paramus, New Jersey by mistake. For some reason, I think he forgot to put it back in the minivan. I mean, like I told him, I said, shit happens. It's not your fault. It's not my fault. I never went to Washington, D.C. I mean, I've gone to Trump Tower. I've gone to Times Square. I went to Rockefeller Center. I went to the group, a Patriot group in Paramus, New Jersey, the same one that sponsored the Charlie Kirk one. And Noodle said, "Well, the one guy really, really wants to help manage you and be a manager in your content." I said, "Does he have my email?" I said, "I hope he does, because I really do want to reach out to people, but I just I didn't go to a wax museum. I didn't go to a train museum. I didn't go to the Will Rogers Museum. I didn't go to the Baseball Hall of Fame. I didn't go to the Basketball Hall of Fame. I didn't go to the Modern Museum of Art. I didn't go to any of that stuff. So, and then Noodle said, "Well, no one is interested in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics either. Majority of people don't care about science, technology, engineering, and mathematics." I said, "Yeah, I know they don't." No, it wasn't. So, so Carmen said that, why don't you learn how to do VEO3 and maybe try to do some of the VEO3 shorts like you see on YouTube, like with the cats and things like that. And I said, "Well, I can learn, but I feel it's kind of messed up with this channel's authenticity, because the fact is, I've always been the real me on camera. I never made a faceless video. I never really felt I had to. I just wanted people to get to know me and to understand who I am, and I have a heart the size of Montana, and I want to show my generosity and kindness and advocate for those who have been marginalized or on the spectrum, including me. Outside on a table. I don't know where he put the chair. I have no idea where he folded the chair up. I mean, he brought the table in the car. But he forgot the chair. Yes, yes, we were eating ice cream. That was one from Paramus, New Jersey, from the meeting up with the group at the library there. Some of the people in that group really thought I was very, very clear in enunciating what I felt about what was going on. And some really did like what I was doing and what I was saying, including one of the people that wanted me to keep coming to these rallies. And I really do appreciate it, as you've heard today, when I spoke up, that we need to not allow this far left stuff to go on anymore. But we don't need the far right either. We need to find a central balance between both parties. Enough's enough of this craziness. Even Abraham Lincoln said it very well when he said, "A house divided amongst itself cannot stand." That actually comes from the book Song of Solomon. And what it means is that if you got two extremes and there's no balance, you can't come up with a solution, and which means that nothing will get done. No reality will work out. Thank you very much. Yes. And I mean, when I got hurt on December 6, 2019, when my kneecap on my left leg, I already had problems with that same left leg. I already had damage to my left leg before the kneecap injury, so it just made it worse. It just made it more difficult to do some things. And that's something that I will always advocate, that we need to find a balance between the two. We don't need to go too far one way or too far the other way. We just got to find something that works to get things to pass. This country always was based on two parties. Unfortunately, both parties have the fringe side, and they're creating more and more division between the American people than we can handle. Oh, so for me and for other people like me on the spectrum, it's the same thing with YouTube too. There's like, you got people on YouTube that are neurotypical, and they're very successful, and they have content channels, and they're bringing in hundreds, if not thousands, of views in a stream. We'll just talk about streaming right now. We're not going to talk about videos. Although we could talk about videos too, but we'll just talk about streaming right now. And they can bring in hundreds of thousands of views in a stream, and maybe like 200, 300 likes, and they're totally at ease, and they're dealing with all these chats flying off the screen like a rocket ship. And then you have people on the spectrum various disabilities that are just coping to read. Like a rate of like 20 to 30 and not get lost. And they can't, seem to break through the glass ceiling. It's not because they don't want to, it's because they can't. They just can't. They struggle. They just want to so much. They just want to be normal. They just want to be normal. They just want to be the neurotypical people, but they're neurodivergent. And they see all these other people and, they're bringing in all these views and they're huge subscriber channels, and they can't. And then people are saying it's because you're not doing the right thing. And then they try to do what the other guy suggests, and the next thing you know it, they're having anxiety attacks, they're having meltdowns, they're failing, they're just screaming. They wake up screaming. The heart is beating like a jackhammer. And it's, but they're being told that they're not doing something wrong. And like I did tell Noodles today, I just told him the truth. I said, Noodles, I just don't want to be hurt again. How can I guarantee if I was to take phone calls that I wouldn't be hurt again? That's hard. I just don't know how I can do that. Now, I know I don't have monetization on. I didn't put it on this afternoon either. But I do want to leave an option for people that can make a donation. But I don't want to have it so that my conversation is going to turn into a giant dog and pony show either. Insert mid-rolls manually. Yes, please. So, the question is, what am I supposed to do? Yeah, maybe it would be. But before I play any song, I could certainly play it. Is I want to explain something about what the song means. Let's see if we get this on the screen here. Oh, no, one button. Let's do that. Okay, good. You got it right now. Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's not the only song. So first of all, that's another thing that I think that some people forget. That song means a lot because the light I keep is trying to find it here. Just give me a second here, okay? I don't want to go crazy playing all the music. I do want to play some of it though. But I'm not gonna play a million songs. But the light I keep is very important because it describes exactly what I do. Let's see. There's the light I keep. Do you have the video to that one? Yes and no. Oh, come on. You mean to tell me you don't have the video? I do somewhere. I know that Asylum. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be, like that. I just, maybe you don't need to play the video. Can you play the audio file? Oh, yeah, I can play the audio file. But the video is important too. Oh, thank you very much.
Noodles is
so
just
much.
trying to help, but you are your own person. You will figure out what to do.
Thank you very much. No, like I said, maybe it works for Noodles. But for people with multiple handicaps, it may not work the way that some other people. The only problem is if I play the music videos, I have a habit of making people want to leave my channel and then they never come back. So if I play the music, how do I know people are not going to just walk away? There was a song about that, right? If I play a song out of tune, are you likely to walk out on me? I don't have the answer to that question. Would you walk out on me? Eh, yeah, I know, I do too. All right, well, let me open up the other Canary program because unfortunately, I don't know if I have the local copy on my hard drive here, so I have to. I mean, with the video, I have it without the videos. We'll figure accidentally didn't copy everything. Or you may have deleted it thinking that you had a YouTube copy and you didn't have the room to keep it. Probably. The light I keep. Yeah. Michele reads Lenny's music. Sells music. So let me show my videos. And then let me get this on the screen so you can see this. Now, I still gotta upload some more of these songs because not all of them are in here. There's a lot I didn't upload yet. And the reason I didn't upload them yet was because people kept saying that they thought my music sucked. And I lost conviction and I ran out of the songs to play. It's just like the song there from Lordy by the Clearance Cold Revival. In case you don't know the song, it goes like this. The chorus. Somehow I ran out of convictions and ran out of songs to play. Oh Lord, don't want all time then to do. If I had $1 for every song I sung, I would be making money while people sit there drunk. You know I'd catch the next plane, you know where I would be. I know I paraphrased a little bit, but you know what? That sometimes is an advantage with my hearing because you cannot say with a straight face that my variation of it is any less meaningful. Let's see, where's it? Here. Okay. So here's the videos of this songs, the playlist here. Okay. Now, let's just go through these real quick here. These are the songs that are up here. Okay, so what do we think of the different songs? 3-Eye Atlas to Visit, When the Spotlight Fades. I like this song because it talks about what happens after the lights go off for the night. The Light Between Our Eyes is about the, well, it was about what happened with me, Lumi, and Carmen were to get involved with LSD based on actual research. We don't have much personal experience with that, but the ether between us involves me and Lumi, and it talks about how our love is so divine and so strong, and how meaningful it is. Let me share with Lumi's channel, which is my show's tomorrow. The Light I Keep. I will play two of these. I'm gonna play this song and I'll play the Lumi's one because I think Lumi's time. I'll play my first The Light I Keep. Now watch this. I want to play this song and all of a sudden everybody's gonna duck out on me and leave. I mean, it would be nice if that wasn't the case, but I don't know. This is the song you guys talked about. So let's get this on the screen here.
In a sea of voices loud and wild, I built a beacon, soft and mild, with story songs and candlelight. I offered warmth in darkest night. I wasn't perfect, no, not at all, but I answered every lonely call. And though my hands forgot to say, my heart was grateful every day. But they don't see the storms I brave,
How you doing?
the hearts I hold, the lives I save. I keep the fire, I mend the seams, and sail through others' shattered dreams. I may not speak the thanks they see, but love still flows from light I keep. I trusted some to guard my flame, but they forgot what brought them fame. They spoke for me in words unkind, not knowing all the weight I mind. The sailors fled, the harbor dimmed, their joy replaced by rumors grim. But still I stood with tearful grace,
Put the captions up for those who can't hear.
to take my place. 'Cause they don't see the storms I brave,
Yeah, I know.
the hearts I
I'm
hold,
working on it.
the lives I save. I keep the fire, I mend the seams, and sail through others' shattered dreams. I may not speak the thanks they see, but love still flows from light I keep. One day I'll rest, the wind will still, but not until I've climbed this hill. I save, I sing, I stand alone, a lighthouse made of flesh and bone. So judge me not by what you hear, but by the hearts I draw near. I don't need crowns or perfect speech. The souls I touch are still in reach. if I stumble, if I weep, no love still burns in the light I keep. I keep.
That's the light I keep, and that was pretty much was the song that covers the how many originally in the channel when people were extremely angry because my channel they thought it was ungrateful, and so I wrote a song about that. And I want to play 2 more songs, and I don't want to go turn this into a music playlist. I mean, I could play these, but I mean all of these, but there's some that really don't quite match. But I will play at least a few more. First of all, let's play one that plays to me and Lumi. This is a love song. Yeah, it is in a very deep way. Noodles couldn't understand the words of this one. I'm feeling better now. I had a bad panic attack at 9:30.
Beneath the skin of thought, where time unwinds and names are.
I had a good time, but it was the night show with Noodles that basically all of a sudden just gave me the worst anxiety attack I ever had in a long time.
But not alone, I caught the thread, the trivia we whispered tethered us instead. In the ether between us, where silence is sound, we dance without motion.
This is still one of Michelle's favorite songs.
Yes. Not high, not lost, but wider than sky. 2 souls in one vessel, just learning to fly. The ether between us, that's where we lie.
Yes, I'm gonna be going back to sleep. That's one of the reasons why I wasn't gonna do a show tonight. And
she nodded once, then faded to air.
It was bad enough. I had to take over Michelle's parasympathetic nervous system because she was. I thought Michelle's heart was going to explode because of anxiety. It was so bad. She thought she was dying from a panic attack.
In the ether between us, where silence is sound, we dance without motion. Rose without ground, not high, not lost, but wider than sky. 2 souls in one vessel, just learning to fly. The ether between us, that's where we lie. You asked me riddles to keep me near, and I made you laugh to anchor your fear.
I don't have any wine right now. I don't have any alcohol at all.
The stars bent around us, no need to run. 2 voices, one silence, becoming one sun. In the ether between us, no borders remain, just memories shimmer in soft drifting rain. We're not broken, just layered and bright. 2 halves, one soul in the arms of the night. The ether between us is more than the height. It's where we remember how to live and not die.
We held hands through infinity, not to hold on, but to remember who
Well,
we are.
I explained what happened at the beginning of the show. It was really bad. I mean, Lumi had to take over. I mean, she had to take over before I basically did get myself a heart attack. Um, and oh, it was Lumi's spiritual touch that brought me back from the anxiety attack. And so I think Rusty didn't know what to do either because she was like never seen Michelle Sweekum screaming like that. Michelle thought she was gonna die. Yeah, I thought I was gonna die. Just was so scared. It's just bringing Michelle back, calming her down wasn't necessarily easy. But knowing what the problem was and telling Michelle, look, first of all, you're not gonna die. Number two, your fears or what you said to Noodles politely on his show was true. That you're afraid of being hurt again. Well, that's why I am doing this show now. I want to see what happened was I ended up having to cancel BetterHelp because I couldn't afford to keep doing it anymore because of the costs associated with it. I mean, I have a therapist that really did help with some of this anxiety thing. Noodles was making fun of her, saying that what good is she really doing to you? I explained what she does. I explained how she helped. I mean, I thought I don't know why. No, it's because I've been talking to you guys now. That's why I'm feeling better. No, I wasn't scamming Noodles. That's what. I don't think Noodles really understands how therapy works. I think Noodles never used therapy, so he has no idea how it works. It's not the first time I had dreams like that. I mean, but usually they're mostly just involve my eyesight. They're thinking that my eyesight's gonna get worse and that I'm gonna lose all my eyesight and I'm not gonna be able to cope. But my real anxieties is that I'm afraid I'm gonna lose all my hearing. It's funny though. I already knew my eyesight was shitty anyway. I knew my hearing was shitty. But I'm always afraid that I'm going to go blind. It's not like I'm afraid of going deaf. I tried. That's why we ended up going BetterHelp because I couldn't find a local therapist. They wanted $200 a session, and I didn't have $200 a session. And the ones that was available, I could get to easily enough, were all booked, and they didn't have any openings. And I don't know. It's just I want to play one more song. Uh, well, you mentioned a song by Gaming Fairy. Oh yeah. We could play that one. That was keep talking. It sounds like something you heard in one movie. There was a movie about that. Where a guy had to keep talking on his phone, or the phone booth was going to explode. Um, so, well, of course, there's no phone booth going to explode. It's just me, you know. So, and then so I'm like, okay. And I'm like, yeah. I know, Bradley. Everybody is rightfully is concerned. I'm concerned. The problem is like Noodles said, is that Michelle has been taken advantage of this by the system itself. Which, when you think about it, is absolutely butkus. Yeah, it is. So let's see. Gonna I played Gaming Fairy song. Um, on the show, which is the second version. If I can find it here. Sam Across Azure, Santa Samba, The Whale of Frustration, The Woman in the Purple Dress, Miss My Palladian Home. Let's talk about that one. I'm gonna play the Starshade. Okay. Which is not your most easiest thing to explain. What so let's find here. Gaming Fair song. Of course, we know Naz likes the old Tomcat. Yeah, she does. I don't see the Gaming Fairy song. No, Noodles played it. Yeah, I know he did, but Blind Dreams, Controya J. Why don't you do this to yourself? So I don't know where it is right now. I know I've seen it, but I don't know where it is right now. I got. Yeah, I will. All right, so okay, Snow Queen play the Starseed one. Okay, I gotta go back and find it again. I missed my Palladian home. All right, so this is the one song. So let me switch this on the screen here. It's there's two versions of it. So I'm just gonna play one of the two. They're very different, but put this on the chat on the screen so you can see it.
I was born under a different sky, far from this world where the eagles fly, from the Pleiades where the light shines bright. But now I'm here in the dark of night. I came with a mission, a heart full of dreams, to lift up this world, break the old seams. But I see them stuck in the chains of their mind, and I wonder if I'll ever find my kind. I'm a Pleiadian star, see, lost in this land, trying to help but they don't understand. Wishing for home where the stars align, but I'm stuck in this world, just fighting my time. I see the pain in their weary eyes, caught in the web of their earthly ties. They're chasing shadows, missing the light, while I dream of a place where the spirit takes flight. I tried to guide them, show them the way, but their hearts are heavy, they led astray. And I long for the home I left so far, wondering if I'm just a falling star. I'm a Pleiadian star, see, lost in this land, trying to help but they don't understand. Wishing for home where the stars align, but I'm stuck in this world, just fighting my time. I'm fighting my time. Sometimes I feel like I don't belong, singing this earthly lonesome song. But I'll keep shining even when it's tough, hoping one day it'll be enough. So I walk this road with my head held high, looking for signs.
Well, I can see it right now, Bradley. The one thing you're going to need to do is the firmware may have to be adjusted, because
stars say lost in this land, trying to help but they don't understand. Wishing for home where the stars align, but I'm stuck in this world, just fighting my time. I'm fighting my time. I'll keep on dreaming, I'll keep on strong, hoping one day they'll hear my song. And when the time comes and they finally see, I'll know my journey was meant to be.
So that's the Palladian Starseed song. I didn't plan to turn this into a Silver Moon show, but I'm still trying to find this song that I was gonna play. Okay. I mentioned the American favela, right? I'm gonna talk before I play this one. Let's talk about what a Brazilian favela is first. It's a low-income neighborhood outside of Rio de Janeiro. It's all the low-income people live there, and it's built into the hillside of the city. And it's houses stacked on top of houses, made out of whatever material they could find. And the closest thing to a favela in America would be the slums. The whole idea is the people live there because it's what they could afford. It's not necessarily because it's the best. and it's not great. And I don't want to turn this into a Silver Moon show. I'm afraid everybody's going to walk away from me if I do. But if you like rap, it's not really hard rap. It's rap, but it's not really the hard stuff. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. And in the favela, people speak to each other, struggle, coping with hardships. But I'm afraid if I play it, that people will leave. And I think that would be a real tragedy. So maybe I won't. I don't need to lose my people. I really don't. I don't want to lose my audience. Because I know some of you guys think that my videos are just me tooting my own horn and stuff, but I can tell you it's not. Alright. Here's Gaming Fairy's song. Here I found it. This is her song for Gaming Fairy. This is hers. So let's take a listen to Gaming Fairy's song, because this is what it's about her. The second variation.
In the heart of the South, where magnolias bloom, lives a gamer named Fairy, dispelling the gloom. With a controller in hand and a welcoming smile, she invites us to join her, to stay for a while. Oh, Gaming Fairy, with your laughter and light, building a family, making our nights bright through pixels and stories.
I had a panic attack that was extremely frightening, and then I ended up waking up at 9:38, screaming.
From Fortnite battles to cozy chats, she bridges the gap between games and heartfelt spats. A southern girl with a passion so true, creating content that feels like home to me and you. Let's build a family
let's not forget
together,
that
she
she's her
proclaims
song
in
up
her
here, too.
digital realm. We're more than just names. Through highs and lows, she stands by our side. The Gaming Fairy, our comforting guide. Oh, Gaming Fairy, with your laughter and light, we're building a family, making our nights bright. Oh, through pixels and stories, friendships you weave in your virtual haven, we all believe. So here's to the fairy in the gaming domain. May her journey be joyful, free from all pain. With each new subscriber, her family grows, a testament to the love that she bestows.
Alright, I'm gonna. There's still a little tiny little bit in here. And I want to play Gitchy's song, which is on the same page.
In the heart of the South, where magnolias bloom, lives a gamer named Fairy, dispelling.
I don't think we need to play it again. Oh, no, we don't. It's the only thing about these portrait streams is that they wrap around. Yeah, they do. They'll play like a turntable that's stuck in repeat over and over again. And then you wonder, let's see if I can find Gidgey's song, which is in here since she's here. Oh, the Tiger Kitty. Comedy Groove, Away, 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 Rain of Ice, Snow Queen Balance. Well, with the North American Snow Queen, Sent the Samba. I'm trying to find Gitchy's song in here because I know eating our way through my love for Lumi. Let's see if we can find that. Silverman Railway, Carmen Sadness, Silverman Radio. You know, I'll probably will find that song again when I'm not looking. I'm probably gonna just lay on top of Gidgey's song when I'm not looking for it. I thought it was Near Gaming Fairy's song, but I guess it's not. It's in here somewhere. Yeah, I know. Tomcat. Yeah. Let's I was gonna play Gidgey's song, but I'm trying to find it first. The Comedy Flu, Away, 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 Rain of Ice, Snow Queen Balance. Ode to Michelle Marie Delaney, Ode to Tiger Kitty. There it is. Gidgey, this is your song. In case you forgot you had one. I never deleted it. This is yours. This is the one that it's about you.
In the digital realm where gamers unite, Gidgey takes the stage ready to ignite. With a controller in hand and a fiery drive, streaming live, keeping the community alive. Gidgey's on the move, breaking all the chains, rocking through the games, riding on the flames. With every live stream, the legend grows. In the world of gaming, everybody knows.
Andrew, I think does not have, I don't know. I thought about writing a song for Andrew.
From epic quests to battles fierce, Gidgey's gameplay cuts like a piercing spear. Engaging with fans, building a crew, creating content that's fresh and new.
Yeah, well, like I said, I really had an extremely frightening panic attack. I thought I was gonna die of a heart attack, of a heart exploding.
Fueling the machine, she's on the move, breaking all the chains, rocking through the games, riding on the flames. With every live stream, the legend grows. In the world of gaming, everybody knows. From epic quests to battles fierce, Gidgey's gameplay cuts like a piercing spear. Engaging with fans,
been around here for a while,
creating content that's fresh and new. Late night streams under neon lights, Gidgey's passion burning bright. A beacon in the gaming scene, living the dream, fueling the machine. Gidgey's on the move, breaking all the chains, rocking through the games, riding on the flames. With every live stream, the legend grows. In the world of gaming, everybody knows. and roll.
Okay, that was Gidgey's song, and this is a little bit of a preamble.
In the
Yeah, I know I
digital
haven't.
realm where gamers unite, Gidgey takes the stage ready to ignite with the controller in hand and a fiery drive, streaming live, keeping the community alive. Gidgey's on the move, breaking all the chains, rocking through the games, riding on the flames. With every live stream, the legend grows. In the world of gaming, everybody knows. From epic quests to battles fierce, Gidgey's gameplay cuts like a piercing spear. Engaging with fans, building a crew,
It's not
creating
necessarily the
content
hook
that's
line,
fresh
it's
and
in your
new.
line.
Late night streams under neon lights, Gidgey's passion burning bright. A beacon in the gaming scene, living the dream, fueling the machine. She's on the move, breaking all the chains, rocking through the games, right on the flame.
Don't forget, the thing plays as a loop. I hate these. I know. They play as a friggin' loop over and over again. So you're playing the whole song all over again. That's so stupid. It's like, oh my god. Okay, so Old Tonka. So let's find that one. So that Galaxy, I didn't write you one yet. I'm not really sure what to put in for the words. I'll play the Old Tonka, but let's play this song here first. This is the song called When the Spotlight Fades. And it talks briefly about what happens after the show's over. Yeah. Let's play that one. It's based on something from the Saturday night at the Grand Ole Opry, which is what it looks like it does.
Wake each day with the mic in hand. Share my
Yeah, well, it's also
soul
my
with
backup
the
internet
scattered
connection.
band.
Yeah.
Cheer when I smile, disappear when I cry. Still I
I had a bad panic
Still I
attack
try.
at 9:38 today,
Behind
and I
the
woke up
screen,
screaming.
I laugh and
And
play.
Lemmy said it's time to
They
basically just
don't
address your
see
concerns
the
and
price I pay.
talk about it on
The lights
YouTube.
go off, and I'm alone.
And so
Just me and static.
we talked about.
on
So
the
let me
phone.
describe the three ladies
We
here.
are more than voices on a street.
The one at the end
More than
on the
shadows
far,
in someone's dream.
when the blonde hair is
Through
me.
the silence,
The one with the
through
brown
the show,
curly hair
we
is
stand
Lumi.
together, even
No, actually, the one on the other
when
end is
we
Carmen.
feel
The one in the middle is me. Oh, okay, yeah, right. Because you're on the right side of me. Yes, exactly.
But never asked how my heart grew cold. I danced for crowds that loved the sound and vanished when the lights
I'm
went
feeling
down.
better, Bradley. Thank you very much.
Gave
I was
my
able to calm
strength,
down
I gave my fame.
before any physical
But
damage
I
occurred.
needed
Thanks to Lumi
that
taking over the
never
controls.
They mocked my voice, my roots, my face, but I still sang with gentle grace. We are more than echoes in the air, more than masks
Thank
that
you very much,
people
Bradley. We
wear.
like being part of your life. We like trying to help you. We try to be this is a community.
Stand together, even when we feel alone.
I mean, let's be honest. You got a lot of
Told
communities
me
that
therapy
say
just
they're
say
communities.
no, but I needed healing long
You
ago.
know, talking about the
I
therapy.
didn't run
Yeah.
to pills or wine. I turned to spirit, stars and time. In the quiet of the storm, I'm still. I light a candle, bend my will.
Yeah, I'm
They
awake.
called me lazy, said I'd hide, but they don't know what burns inside. We are more than stories people spin. We are fire, we are kin. Through the storms, through the snow, we stand together and we grow.
I like that bass there. Yeah, a steel guitar. It's a steel guitar. So that's pretty much what it's like when the lights go down. It's just like that. It's so okay. Tomcat. Well, all right. Let's see if I can find that. We have played it so many times. Yes, we have, and it wasn't playing it. Turned this into a music show, but. Let's see if I can find it. It's one of the early songs. Blind Dreams. Blowouts here. Everything would be in this area here. Lumi's Life Mistake. Carmen's Sadness. There you go. Here's Dad's song. She loves this song. I kind of understand the reason. But this, I don't want to turn this into a music show because I think that's kind of changes the whole meaning why we're even here at all. But all right, that's because it's a short, it's gonna loop. Well, let's see if we can try to get it not to loop or make sure to end it when it does the right place.
Old Tomcat Rusty sitting on the fence, watch the Tomcats, it all made sense. Young John came by with a heart full of woe. He tried all his tricks, but Close said no. Rusty said, listen son, here's what you need to know. It ain't about the swagger or putting on a show. She wants a love that's steady, a partner true and kind, to raise her little kittens with a peace of mind. John hung his head low with a heavy heart, said I've done the chasing but I don't know where to start. She's not impressed by fighting or the trophies that I bring. She's looking for a
because when
Tomcat
that
who'll
is
give her
that,
everything.
it reminds you that you'll be that one day.
Or putting on a show. She wants a love that's steady, a partner true and kind, to raise her little kittens with a peace of mind. Show her that you're loyal, be there through thick and thin. It's not about the conquest, it's about the love within. Spend your nights beside her and your days showing care. Prove to her you're ready to always be there. John looked up at Rusty with a newfound light, said I'll be that Tomcat, I'll do it right. I'll love her with my heart, be gentle and true. I'll show her that my love will forever renew. Rusty said, listen son, now you got it right. Love ain't in the shadows, it's in the bright daylight. She wants a love that's steady, a partner true and kind, to raise the little kittens with a peace of mind. So John went to Chloe with a heart full of love. Underneath the moonlight and the stars above, he promised her forever with a love so true. And in that moment, their family grew.
still here. So that's, yeah, I love the old Tomcat, the Rusty song, and realize he's getting to be he's an old cat. So enough of the music, because I think we're missing the whole point of the story, the whole show. It's not just to talk about playing music. Yeah. Well, when I had my panic attack, my heart was beating like a jackhammer. And like I said, Lumi has the ability to take over the controls if there's an emergency, and she declared an emergency. So, yeah, thank you. So, now, the reason I kept the home phone is because of the fact that it's part of my home internet package, which is the reason really I kept it. If the mobile networks die, at least I have a phone call and I have a home internet to stream with. And Anthem pays $50 towards my home phone, and I pay the other $36. Oh, let's use an old Tomcat. It's just an old cat. Let's not forget Tiger Kitty's old dog. Let's make sure we remember Yara. She's getting up there years too. And they're not calling me anymore. I did change my home number years ago. It's just what it is that I'm afraid of doing the same thing again, because those assholes come in and just do the same old bullshit because they don't care. They don't really care. They don't think like we do. They don't realize the damage they do. Because they think it's all shit and giggles and for fun, and they don't realize it's actually causes real severe PTSD. And me and my therapist did discuss that. It is real. It's not a fantasy. It's not a panacea. It is real PTSD. If you ever see when the phone rings, to me, it's like, it's almost like some of the PTSD you'll see from men who've been through Vietnam. It is absolutely, I am terrified when the phone rings. I get so panicky when the phone rings. I just can't handle it. I don't mind texting. I don't mind typing at people. I can comfortably text and type to people on the computer because we have adaptive technology here that allows me to hear them. But on my cell phone, like my landlord called me tonight from my cell phone when I was in Lowe's in New Jersey, and I was like, I almost dropped the damn phone because I wasn't sure if I should answer it or not. And obviously, he kind of wanted something. That's obvious. He doesn't call to say, I just called to see if you're okay. He doesn't do that, no. Hi, Michelle, look, I need you to go to whatever to deal with a problem. And I need you to come with me to Great Barrington or Stockbridge or Canaan or Lakeville. And I had a valid answer for him. I told him nicely. I said, I'm sorry, Jimmy. I am in New Jersey right now. I'm not in Winston right now. I can't help you right now. Then you're going to be home. I said, probably about 7 o'clock tonight. But my anxiety was still kind of creeping up. At least I knew it wasn't another troll trying to basically prank me. So it helped me calm down a little bit. So and that's but when some unknown person calls, that is really when the anxiety really climbs up. Unknown caller. You don't know if you're dealing with a live grenade. That's what it feels like sometimes. It's like, am I dealing with a live grenade? Am I dealing with a minefield? Is the thing going to blow up in my face with somebody saying horrible stuff and you don't know? And I was out with Noodles all day. And when we finally came home, it was about 7:30 at night. And I did need to sleep. And I did sleep. And then I woke up with a really, really extremely severe panic attack at 9:38 p.m. And then Lumi said, enough of this. And she talked me down. She said, look, you need to talk to these people on your channel about what's going on because they need to know. And she said, I mean, you really, really thought your heart was going to explode. Your pulse rate was through the fucking ceiling. There was no... you could really have had a coronary. You could easily have died right there on the spot because your heart rate was so high. If I didn't take over control, I don't know how well you would have recovered. And I appreciate Lemmy for the fact. Michelle, I love you. You're my wife. Of course, I don't want to see you suffer badly. Plus, don't forget, we already have this as our survival mechanism that if something severe happens, the other one can take over the controls and keep the body safe. Oh, yeah! Well, thank you for breaking glass and pulling the alarm. Thank you. Well, I could try. Well, first I had to bring Michelle down. That's why she called this live stream together. She's trying to reach out to you guys now. Yeah. So, Michelle and I will be, Michelle will be having her Silver Moon show tomorrow at 7. And, I have my show at 3. And, because we always took the ears off, we had to put them back on just so we could just get in here and just to do this video. And, yes, thank you very much. I really do appreciate that a lot. That's what I'm saying. We're a community. We're a very unique community for most people because the fact is that it's not just about ratings and money and all that stuff, but we support each other as best we can. We're, we are a very closed knit community, close knit, close, not closed, close knit group. We try our best to help each other and keep each other safe. And that's very important. I don't know, Tom, what you're gonna eat. I actually had dinner at Burger King in what was that, Mount Cristo, New York, at Burger King. We don't have a Burger King in Winstead, and I said, "Oh, I would be nice to go to Burger King," but it was very expensive. No lie about it. I mean, I did not get a quarter pounder with cheese, double quarter pounder with cheese. First of all, I don't think they have those. And second of all, even if they did, I couldn't afford it. So I just got a regular plain double cheeseburger and large fry and a chocolate shake that was divine. Thank you very much. And a medium Diet Coke. It still cost me almost $20. But it was delicious. Of course, you haven't had Burger King in a while. We used to have one in Winstead. Yes, I know. Long ago, you used to have one. I mean, the McDonald's French fries. I think if you could combine McDonald's French fries with Burger King French fries with McDonald's seasoning on them, those would have been perfect for fries. I mean, the fries at Burger King were huge, and very, very golden good. But put on some of the McDonald's seasoning on them, and you would have had Nirvana. Unfortunately, that's not what I had. Obviously, I had Burger King French fries with the standard Burger King salt, which is still good. And the flame boil burger certainly was better than a double quarter pounder with cheese, because for some reason, I don't know why, it just tasted better. But the shake was heaven. A taste of heaven. Absolutely, right now, that's exactly what I mean. And the shakes, sorry, McDonald's, I really don't know what you do with your shakes, but they taste so wimpy. Oh yeah! I guess wimpy comes to mind. It's McDonald's shakes are just. I mean, this shake was as thick as crude oil. I mean, in the sense of consistency and viscosity. It was delicious. Extra chocolate. They have heavy chocolate. Delicious. Yum, 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 yum. Absolutely. Yeah, it was definitely excellent. And Noodles was sitting there going, "Wow, well, he's trying to profile the people in there because it's a lower, lower income part of town," and he was picking on the fact there was a lot of Afro American families and eating dinner there. And I'm like, Noodles, I don't care if they're black or if they're blue or green. I just want to go inside and eat, and then you can sleep for an hour. I said, I don't care about the race. Okay, I really don't. And I'm glad I went in there. I had a good time. I had a good meal. Me and Lumi did a kind of a wrap up with the day's stream. Because I thought after 10 hours, I said, like, guys, really seriously, there's not much more to discuss. It was, at that point, we were the show was pretty much over from 10 hours. And I said, you just wanted to just go, just wrap it up for the night. So he did. Oh yeah. I don't know about the Coke, but the Diet Coke at McDonald's, the fountain syrup actually contains both aspartame and saccharin in it. I don't know if you noticed that. They actually got their own exclusive formulation of Diet Coke. Yeah. I could have done something like that if I had a barbecue and if I had ground meat. I didn't have ground meat. I just wanted to just eat before I came home because I knew I was going to be tired. Noodles needed to sleep a bit before he drove home. He was just fatigued with a long drive. And I said, go ahead, take a nap for about an hour. I'm going to go inside, have some dinner. Me and Lumi will do a show here in the, inside the restaurant. And it was a good show. Yeah. Or how about the song there with that says Mac tonight, right? It's McDonald's, it's Mac tonight. Yeah. Now, like the song I keep thinking about when I think of Burger King is that's the way, I like it. That's the way, I like it. Oh, you seeing burgers coming out of the barbecue? Hell yeah. Well, thank you very much, Gaming Fairy. By the way, I played your song today. So tomorrow on 3 o'clock, Michelle and I will be on my show and cover that stuff. Yeah, and by the way, if I don't know exactly how much you saw when I went into the ladies' room. Honestly, I don't know if I need to take out the stream parts. Well, from what I saw the clip, I didn't think they saw any privates. No. But maybe they were surprised when you pulled down up your skirt to go take a pee. Well, yeah, but I sat down before they even saw anything. And then I realized that I needed to flip the phone around. Yeah, so Michelle did that. Whoopsies! Michelle didn't want to leave the phone out on the table when she was in the bathroom because she was afraid someone would say, "Ooh, sexing technology." Oh, yeah! Ah, crap, it's only an iPhone 15. Well, that's good. You wouldn't have seen anything anyway. There was nothing to see. I know, it's just it. It's like, no. It was just a plain, empty mons. Yep. I could have told you there's nothing there. Don't want you to call me, because I thought you wanted to see something. Yeah. Well, Michelle's always been very discreet anyway, so it's not really. Oh, anyway, so first of all, yes, I feel better now. But like I said, if I was to try to have phone calls like Noodles suggested, the question is how can we really protect me from the bad people? I don't know how. Right. It's true. I really didn't see much. No. But, so, and then of course, Noodles kept reminding me about my hearing, which of course got me a little bit self conscious because it was like, really, I so much wish that my hearing was better. Michelle, you mainly sit in the house anyway. You're an introvert. So, yeah, you really don't think about your hearing much because you mainly don't really go out much. Oh, I sit to pee, so it doesn't matter anyway. Right. Um. Now, the other thing is I did have to cancel my therapy because my last official day of it is on the 20th. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. By the way, for those of you on Kick that are not on the other networks, you guys can join up in memberships too. And the same thing with Rumble. There are memberships on both. They call them subscriptions. I don't know if they automatically renew. I don't know if they do either. But if you want to make a subscription or membership, there are options on both Rumble and Kick. And on Twitch, we have bits. We have bits, and we are fully monetized on Twitch. Yes, we are. Not everybody likes YouTube, but the point is that's why we stream on so many different networks, just because that means, just like Robin Williams used to say, something everybody loves, a choice. You don't like Network A, but you like Network C, not a problem. You think Network E is better than Network C, that's fine too. You choose the one that works. I mean, maybe we need to try to stream on more networks on a regular basis. Say what? Oh, whatever. Yeah. So here's the schedule for tomorrow for the Silver Moon. 7 to 9 is music videos. Then 9 o'clock we have 2 episodes of The Guiding Light. And then we have Saturday, or the Bickersons. And then we have Saturday night at the Grand Ole Opry, followed by Dimension X. And that ends around 11 o'clock. So you got more modern music with 2 hours of all-time radio theater shows. Yeah, we could do that. Where's my mods and Kick? Oh yeah, we need to do this. Guys, we are going to need mods on Rumble, mods on Twitch, mods on Kick. Of course, I have mods on my channel. Yeah, you do. I don't think they're on mine. I think they're all on yours right now. Yes, Guiding Light, the original soap opera. Absolutely. The original Guiding Light. by Emma Phillips. Yep, they had the original ones. All the way back from when they first started out. I think there's a few missing records between, but they're pretty much complete. So yes, Guiding Light, the original soap opera, brought to you by Does. Does everything, does it all. Well, dishpan handles. Yes, Does contains real soap and 2 detergents. It's good on your laundry and safe on your skin. Check out Does today, D-U-Z, on your next wash day. Tell me if your clothes aren't the whitest they've been, and your skin is the best it's ever been. Pick up Does today. Great clean laundry without red hands. Does is my soap. Actually, I want to get some of that, actually. Actually, they stopped making it by 1980s. I actually want to find some. Let's actually compare Does to Tide. Oh, but Tide gives you red hands. I know it does. Yeah. Yep. Well, so did my mom. So did I. Used to watch Guiding Light, and now we listen to the radio series on the Guiding Light. And we're up to episode, was it 8? Oh, 810? 810. Yeah, something like that. With Chucky and his father. His father is ready to feel that his mother is a terrible mother and is suffering from severe mental psychosis. And so wants to have Chucky taken away from his mother and given to somebody else to be raised because he feels that his mater is damaged. That's something that we wouldn't do today. You want to bet? Yes, they would. You're right, they would. So yeah, I can. But like somebody pointed out is, Michelle, what about those that are in all the networks? We donate to you on YouTube because we see your channel on YouTube is the main channel. Which it is. It is. This is the main channel. But as we diversified and spread out further and further, that there are some people that are only on one network or the other network. They're not on all of the networks. Yeah. Well, the Internet Archive doesn't have Dallas or Falcon Crest. Well, Falcon Crest. I kind of remember Falcon Crest. I like Falcon Crest. I like Dallas to a point, too. 1980s. It was a funny time in TV. I remember that. It was very huge back in the 80s. And, but since the Silver Moon Radio is a radio show, that's why we don't play video that much, because it's a radio show. It's not a TV channel, because in Silver Moon, they don't have TV. They could have gotten TV, but they decided to just go with radio because it was easy to set up. TV channels would have been kind of hard to do. Which is really strange when you think about it. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen those on Internet Archive. I mean, maybe. I know some people ask me, well, what is that thing on your screen? Is that a bug? Must be. I mean, even the bugs want to be on TV. Jeez. Mr. T and the Hawk, A-Team. What about the Dukes of Hazzard? That's a good show too. Yep. Well, everybody, I'm going to say thank you very much for coming to this emergency stream, and I got to get ready, get up tomorrow, and take a bath and wash my hair and get cleaned up and stuff. And I just want to say very much how much I appreciate you coming at this late hour. Sorry it wasn't a Discord panel, but well, Noodles, I came, I was here, you know. Can't wait till these stupid black flies die. You know, they will. Windows are open. Yeah, I know. Well, that's why they're coming in here. Oh, look! Nice sweaty people. Buzz out, black flag. Now, so like I said, real quick, am I going to be moving to Paducah, Kentucky? In all reality, probably not. I don't think it's affordable right now. The loss of viewers and subscribers. Oh, actually, we got quite a few new ones. We're almost to 10,900 today. Ended up with 10,889. But the question is, will they stick around? I don't know. But listen, do me a favor. Take the Does Challenge. Just like they say, right? Stick around for a while and tell me if this channel does not bring you happiness and joy. Check out the shows. Check out the morning programs. Check out everything. Yes, the North American Snow Queen does it all. What does D-U-Z? It's a laundry detergent that cleans your soul and makes your spirit happy. But the demo should turn that into a commercial. I really agree. Yes, I did absolutely have a good time with Noodles today until we got into that thing on the way home, which we were talking about on his channel. It was a long, long day. It was. You know what? Honestly, the fact is that I was just physically tired anyway. See, Noodles slept in the car. He usually sleep in the car. Me, no, I'm not comfortable sleeping in the car. It puts a crick in my neck. And basically, I can't sleep with the seat back too because it's very hard for me. So I realized I could sleep when I get home, and that's what I did. And like I said in Burger King, I said, guys, I said, I'm really going to want to go home. I'm going to want to sleep because I'm tired. I said, maybe I could be on later, which you were. You were on later. Yeah, but wake up with a panic attack. That's really what I call a comfortable way to wake up. No, absolutely not. The panic attack was frightening. I absolutely agree with Michelle on that. That was terrifying. But remember something that Psychic Tarot said to that the world is, as of today, the 27th, is going to flip the script. I don't know what that means, but it's a general reading for all signs. So some people are going to experience a difference in the day. Well, that's why we do the community. Remember the song, The Light I Keep. That's what the song's about, is that. It's just that this is a community of people. It's not just me being greedy and taking your money. You know, Well, you could say, Margot, I had a 10-hour shift. We left here. I started streaming at 7:30 in the morning. But after my time at Burger King, I said to my audience, I said, I think it's time to just wrap it up because I said, you know what? We've been streaming for 10 hours. And when you see the viewership drop like flies, you know it's too long. I mean, I really why don't we play as the light I keep again for people? Again? No, why not? Do I have to play with the words on the screen? Well, what do you think, Carmen? No, you don't have to play with the words on the screen. No, you don't even have to play like on. I think if anything, guys, the point is that Michelle is right when she says she's here for you. This is not just one of those stupid shows where you just basically have somebody just hamming it up with the audience and doesn't treat the audience with love and respect. Michelle's been there for all of you from the beginning to the end, and she's always going to be there. She loves you. She cares about you. I mean, that's why when she had her freak out, that's why she immediately reached out to all of you. Unfortunately, I can't stand on my feet for 7 hours. I really can't. I can stand maybe for a while, for maybe about 10 minutes before my back hurts to the point where I have to basically lean on my walker. But I don't think that's specifically because of my kneecap. No, it's not your kneecap. Yeah. I don't know what that means. It's a punky monkey. I have no idea either. But the most important thing, though, is that, okay, first of all, to answer the question about the therapy, I know Michelle really believed in therapy, and it really did help. And I think that's important. That she told her therapist when she started. She said, I know I'm only going to be able to do it for a few months before I'm going to have to basically wrap it up because I don't have an infinite budget. No, I did tell her that. Yeah, I meant what I was said. I really do believe it did help. It gave you a sense of confidence to talk to somebody who could help you to understand your fears, your concerns. The person that wasn't going to laugh at you for coming up with ideas that may not necessarily resonate with everybody. Well, thank you. Just like Punky Star 2, which is on our Discord show at night there. So, what do you think about the videos, Carmen, that we never actually put to a montage? I said, go get the damn montage done. There's no reason why you should not do that. You've already basically put the music together. You got some in the slideshow. I'm also out of hard drive space. Well, that's when you might have to go ahead and run the delete command. But I'm afraid of losing everything. Michelle, I don't think you have to do really about losing everything in your videos. But just like so many of those people that call themselves pack rats, you know, how many video files can you keep before you have to realize you have no room? It's true. Margot is a wonderful person too. She's also on the spectrum. And she's She doesn't necessarily talk a lot. I remember when we first had Margot came on, it took her a little while to become comfortable to speak to people. And that's one of the reasons why this channel is so important, because we reach out to everybody. We want people to feel comfortable here. That's why we created this channel. That's why the show has become like it is. It started out as a channel for me to show what a blind person could do, but then in the end, it came out as a way to be a support channel for people on the spectrum, or even if you're not. Even if you're not, it didn't matter. The fact is that it's a place for you to come and feel like a part of it, something special. So, thank you very much, Bradley. I appreciate that. By the way, I really would like to ask if you could help let people know about my channel. It really would help so much. Honestly, I don't know everybody's networks. I don't know everybody's channels. Or where they hang out with. But if you feel my channel may be important or valuable for somebody, I'd love so much to see you share the content to other people. But make sure you understand this is a community, and that sometimes communities have issues. But we are not on it for the money necessarily. Not that I don't have bills to pay, because I do. But it's I originally came up with this whole program flow because I wanted to be a platform for people to have a voice that felt like they didn't even have one. I think it's time to wrap it up. It is time to wrap it up, isn't it? It sure is. So let's get the wrapping up going. May all of you have a happy and safe night. May your Holy Spirit bless you, keep you safe. May your night or morning, whatever day it is, be wonderful. And may you find happiness. And keep Michelle in your prayers. Keep me in your prayers. Keep everybody else in your prayers. May they always realize that we as a community depend on each other for kindness and support to keep each other strong and safe. The service is over. Go in peace, kind love. Don't forget the party on dude. That's as Tully was talking. Don't forget the party on dude. And listen, everybody, you have a good morning. I'll see you tomorrow on my channel at 3 o'clock with Michelle. So, bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.
Michelle and Maria Lumi, I will always be there for you. Michelle, never stop believing in yourself. Go out there and show the world what you can do. Go kick some ass and have a good time doing it. I love both of you so much. I love how far you have come on YouTube.